prophecy, media will drastically change and no longer be able to hold on. That's what Kim Clement said. Now we're going to look at why are all these anchors falling out of their seat. Even Roger Ailes, the founder of Fox News. Find out more. This is so exciting hearing some of these words that were given prophetically and watching them come to pass.
Yes.
We're watching what's taking place at the media, what we were just talking about prior to the break, and how the media is just saying these things that are not correct and not right, and it's like they just keep saying it. But you know why? Because this is what the Rules for Radicals book written by Saul Alinsky, a book dedicated to Lucifer inside the cover says. There's 13 rules for the Rules for Radicals. It says if you repeat a lie long enough, it becomes true to people. They believe it. And so they just keep repeating the same scenario over and over again. I'm not even going to say what it is because people all of a sudden start to believe it just because they heard it, and it's not true. And so you have to really guard yourself from hearing that over and over again. But guess what? God said prophetically through Kim Clement that there's going to be a drastic change in media. As a matter of fact, it was Bill Yount, God has spoke specifically that the anchors are falling, and we're watching them fall.
This was prior to all this stuff that's been happening. So we've been hearing a lot about fake news and all these different things about media manipulating stories, reporting on lies, and spreading all this stuff. But this was foretold.
Correct.
This was told in advance that they are coming down.
And what you're looking at a desperate people trying to do everything they can to hang on, but it's the end. I mean, I think about, so they've even said themselves it's the end, and that the lights are being turned off. We have a couple of programs where we talked about that. But God says it's going to be the end. God has said that these anchors are going to begin to fall. And as a matter of fact, I delivered that word when the Christian Television Network was together. All their stations were together, the managers. And when I was delivering that word, the very day I delivered that word, the founder of Fox News,
Roger Ailes,
as I was given that word, fell, hit his head, and died during that time. And he is like the anchor of anchors. He was the one that hired all these anchors, and so it's just, God is shifting things. So don't panic. Listen, this is a good sign. When you start seeing people panicking and just repeating things over and over again. Remember, I don't know if you remember when America was coming into Iraq and the soldiers were coming in and they were doing this great job. Well, you heard the media of the particular leader there, I forget his name, Saddam Hussein. His PR guy was going, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. And guess what? It was moments for everything being not fine and gone and destroyed. And so this is
that
what you're
stronghold, that power is being broken. The President Trump just dedicated to Gerald Ford. But if you know anything about history in the media, they would always portray Gerald Ford as a clumsy president, tripping, when the reality was he was very athletic and different.
He's an Eagle Scout, but he was like a leader of all time. As a matter of fact, listen to this word about media. It has drastically gone to change. Check it out. Kim Clement.
And it shall come to pass that the news media shall change drastically. Hear what the Lord says, church. The news media shall change drastically. TVN shall change drastically. There will be a change of face and a new name added to Trinity Broadcasting Network. They will not hold on to the old. They will not hold on to the old only, but they will have the old and the new and shall combine them together. No more dullness to the youth of this day. For God says, I'm going to raise up one that shall take the youth by force. But it shall not be called Trinity Broadcasting Network. It shall be called something else. And then another one shall rise up, says the Spirit of God.
This is so powerful. So you're seeing media switch and media change. And these words are coming to pass. So be encouraged. God spoke of this before this time came. He says in Amos chapter 3, verse 7, I believe it is, that he lets us know in advance so we can be calm and relaxed as we're seeing these things take place. Thank you for watching VFNtv. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. A lot of people want to abide with the Lord, but they just don't have a plan to do it. You can request that plan today at iabide.org. Don't forget you can join us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Download our app and sign up for our newsletter, The Torch, at VFNtv.com.